there, Loki. Hey, Will. Welcome, welcome. Getting started in just a second here. I figured it was about time. I think we have everything in place. Let's go live here. Awesome. Looks good. And what else? We'll go over just a little bit about, okay, yeah, screen looks good. Sweet. So I have several saves. He's actually not starting at level 1 for officially. But this is probably a good thing. We'll go over a little bit about the start. And I tried to get this in as early as I could today. It's almost noon here for me, and the heat index for this afternoon is going to be ridiculous, so yeah. So, not looking forward to that. Olindir. Altmer. This is Emerald, by the way. Say hi to Emerald. Emerald, do you want to say hi to everybody? Yeah, she's, let's talk to her.
What can I do for you, friend?
Wow. You could say hi to everybody, I think.
If you need anything else, just holler.
Okay. Awesome. Let's get my light on. Olindir. Altmer. Scholar of the Dwemer. Hey, Mad King. Welcome. Morning, Wind. Morning for you. Almost afternoon for me. In about a minute.
Think we should buy more horses next season?
I should buy more horses. So, what else to say about Olindir? He is a Dwemer scholar and craftsman. We are starting him right now at level 6 officially for the maiden episode. Chasing the Lost. I had to level him. Part of it was during finalizing some testing, and part was because I had an issue with the Skyrim Unbound Reborn mod in particular, with this character not giving him the extra 50 magicka using the Aetherius race mod. Having said that, now I don't know, and I wasn't looking for it at the time. I don't know if the same thing had applied to the saves I still have and started when I did Jin's play, my Argonian. All the passives were there, but because he didn't get any starting racial buffs, for example, High Elves with Simon's mod start with 150 magicka. They also start with... You no longer have your greater once-a-day powers. You have all passives. So, for instance, his is Sirabane's Boon, one of them. And this is vanilla. The High Elves are born with 50 more magicka than other races, right? Okay. Which is great. And I noticed with Unbound Reborn, he was starting, when I Need kicked in, he was starting with around, I think, 112. So it seemed like I had Imperious, which I don't. I haven't used Imperious in 2 separate plays now. I've swapped completely over to Simon Magus' mods for these plays. Not to say that I won't go back to Ordinator and anything that Enei does. I still have Winter Sun installed. That will never leave my load order, as well as some other ones. And Highborn is now a passive. Being an Altmer, or High Elf, your blood grants you 50% magicka regen right off the bat. It's amazing. Oh, the armor for the guards is, I think it's called Town Guard. Literally, the mod's called Town Guards. Uh, Mr. B turned me on to this mod when I was trying to select whether to reapply the Guards Armor Replacer mod. Actually, let me get this out of the way so you guys can see better. Whether I should reapply the Guards Armor Replacer mod or the specific Imperial with Amidian-born textures and Stormcloak with Amidian-born textures, and then there was the I forget what you call it. Begins with the letter T, and it's a tartan, 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 I believe.
Please stop
Tartan,
looking at me like that. I'm so embarrassed.
Tartan meshes. He turned me on to this mod, and I've stuck with this for 2 plays. I love it. I absolutely love it. All the guards. So obviously Whiterun, Morthal, Solitude, Halfengar, Windhelm, Falkreath, Rift, etc., etc. They all have a nice variation. He's going to get mad at me for doing this, but if you look closely, you can see they've got their insignia, and the boots are custom. The shields are actually the shields from the Sigils mod.
Keep your hands to yourself.
I know. I'm not stealing, don't worry. He does keep the helmet. I thought it was fitting. I didn't feel any need to change it. Thank you, Mad King. The banners are also the Sigil banners. Weather was the only real thing that was changed. I swapped from Cathedral and re-engaged over to Dolomite weathers with EVX EMB. That's literally it. My entire graphical load order, or graphical mod setup, I should say, has stayed the same. Exceptions were for Dwarven and Dwemer related things. I have a home. I guess it's, kind of southeast March, or really North Rift. I want to say it's southeast March. It is the Dwemer Manor, which normally costs 30,000 septims. But being that it costs more than Proudspire, and I really, really wanted that home, I decided to cheat a little bit, but who doesn't cheat on PC? So I decided, you know what, let's make it that he's been researching the Dwemer for quite some time, and he built the home, so I'm going to play it off as such. He built the home. It is, if we go to my map here, it is located over, you kind of get a good idea. Right there. Right near Darkwater Pass. And Darkwater Crossing is right there. Now, we started... I actually came out of Stony Creek Cave. What I did is, and I don't know why I have the map marker on Windhelm anymore, let me get that out of here. So how I started this character was, I was going to use the Unbound Reborn mod. But with the conflict it gave with the racial, and I tested everything, and there's, members here that can attest for us trying, and we also even swapped out the Aetherius race mod for Imperius, and Imperius was fine. For whatever reason, Simon's mod, and in the same place in the load order too, I made sure to test it thoroughly. So for whatever reason, there was a conflict there. Xedit really didn't show me anything. Or didn't really show me anything as far as my ability to see the difference. When I did a separate test and I loaded Imperius in the same way and I opened up Xedit, it showed me almost the same thing. And that's, placing it in certain spots in the load or even dropping it near the bottom. The only thing that was below it at the time, I think, was Dindulad. Okay, so what I wound up doing is going back to using alternate start and the New Beginnings add-on for alternate start. I had 2 options at that point. We were going to either start on Solstheim, because it's a little foreign. It's a lot tougher. Especially early game, it's a lot tougher, but you can make a lot of money. But as far as research goes, that was the part that was kind of hindering me from really wanting to start there. There was a couple other reasons uh, that far surpassed the start that I did take, and I'll get into that in a second. There was a couple of reasons that, I mean, it was kind of the 50-50 point of, but I really should do this start because it makes a lot of sense. Ultimately, I did choose to start in Skyrim, so I took from the New Beginnings mod. I took the Adventure in a Dwemer Ruin, which puts you in Kagrenzel, which right off the bat is a level 18 minimum level dungeon. And with all of the difficulty mods I had going on, I actually had to turn the difficulty down just to make it out because it's infested with Falmer. Also with the difficulty mods, every time they hit you, and I'm not sure if this is the vanilla thing, I can't really remember because it's been years since I've done a vanilla test with anything Falmer, but their weapons are already poisoned. I know they always carry poisons on them, but man, do they do damage. They were one-shotting me on Master and Expert, and Adept. One shot would take me all the way down with the poison to the point where I couldn't heal fast enough to even save myself. So, I had to really drop it down just to get up. So we came out Stony Creek Cave, and we basically made our way. And what I did is I came through the southern part of the volcanic tundra, and we made our way to the manor, which is the way I'm going to say it is we built this, like we own this home now, and we'll get there eventually. We'll get there, and those of you that haven't seen it, we'll eventually get to see it. It's gorgeous, by the way. Absolutely, it's massive. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it's placed on the map appropriately. So you may notice, obviously he's not quite middle-aged Altmer, I would say, and I know they have a longer life expectancy. Also, Emerald comes with the home mod. There are several other Dwarven Automaton followers there. I'm going to play that off as he constructed them, and they stand there. She's a follower. She's obviously two-handed combatant. There's a typical sword and board. There's an archer and a mage, I think. I could be wrong. Emerald, Sapphire, Ruby, and I think Diamond was the other one. Wind. I'm not really sure. Leonidas crud. Yeah, Falmer low level are they're a pain in the freaking ass. They are a pain in the butt. So that's what he looks like. This is his town gear. Let me take off his lantern. This is his town gear. With the mage backpack, he has a silver sword. A silver antique sword. You can see it's smithed up to exquisite. We're doing this ourselves. He's a craftsman. He will be doing smithing. He's also a warrior. Sword and board. So, high elf. He does have magicka though. He has well, I say modest reserve. With this extra 150 from the racial, put us at, this is with I need in here too, so the numbers you're seeing, like, they're odd, but they're even, but they're odd. Meaning that they're not based in 10, is because of the I need mod. So we got 50 from his racial and 50 from the Mage Stone, and that's probably going to be his stone, because the Mage Stone now gives you plus 50 magicka and 10% efficiency in your spells, all your spells. And the only thing he's going to use is Conjuration as a spell. You'll see me do Restoration with him just to heal, but I don't think I'm actually going to perk this. What we are going to perk is Enchanting, Smithing, which I've already taken 2 perks in. I've taken Novice and Basic. We need to work our way up. When I get to Basic, you can take Basic at 10. So he starts off with a base of 10 for smithing. We're going to be doing some training here in Markarth. We're also going to be doing our first actual Dwemer dungeon dive into Nachuanzal. So we're gonna try to get up here to intermediate. Now you can see light. It jumps from 10 to 50. This is what we're gonna be doing training for. And then intermediate's not till 60, and that's when you can actually craft Dwarven and Nordic. It's changed a little bit if you're used to Ordinator, or you're used to like something like Vokri, or even like the vanilla perk system. Elven's up here, and Elven's only 30, but you'll notice there's no branch from basic to Elven. So when I hit 30, which is in 3 levels, I'm interested to see if Elven just opens itself up. I don't know. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Glass, Daedric, Ebony's over there. So you'll notice the right side of the tree is for the particulars. The left side of the tree is similar to all of the other skill trees where they have Novice, Apprentice, Adept, Expert, Master. So the way that it's going to work is Novice was my very first perk. So is Heavy Armor. You get 2 perks. I'm using the Experience mod and the Skyrim Skill Uncapper. So Experience, when it placed me in Kagrenzel for my start, I had already had 1 level up to use. I can also now temper weapons and armor by 1 additional tier. When I take Apprentice, that's at 25. I can take it now if I have a perk. I can temper them 2 additional tiers, 3 additional tiers, 4 additional tiers, and 5 additional tiers. He will be doing his own smithing. I do have the Honed Metal mod installed, but I don't really think I'm going to use it. We're going to be doing it all. I haven't experienced any CTD with these robes on. These robes, well, I ran all my, like, if it's a mod that's specific like this, I know this comes with immersive armors, but I have a super clean version of immersive armors. I ran it through NIF Optimizer as well as CAO for the textures, and it's actually it reduced the file size, it's compressed better, it regenerated the bitmaps. I think I saved roughly 85 or 87 megabytes on the entire file size. So I made sure to take it. I didn't just download and install. I have a saved copy on my I have a folder for mods that are saved just in case for whatever reason they ever go away, they ever, you know, get taken down off the Nexus or they leave. There's certain mods I just can't play without. Obviously I'm not going to distribute them because, you know, thievery and all that, but for my own personal game, I have stuff like that saved. I'm trying to think of what else. A couple home mods I noticed sometimes they come and they go, or they go down for maintenance and they just never get put back up. And then of course there's a couple from Legendary Edition that I ported myself over to Special Edition, and I have them saved because they were parts of previous plays. And I liked them so much I never wound up getting rid of them. I kept them just in case I ever want to put a bunch of them into a future play. Other skills. So obviously smithing, heavy armor. We only have the first perk. We're about to hit 20. Juggernaut 2 is not till 25. But heavy armor specialist, I could take that at 20. The trees have definitely changed. So this is the Adamant perk mod by Simon. I used it for Jin's play. I will probably use it for my next play, whenever that may be, if I ever figure out another character that I really want to do. It's like breathing a full breath of fresh air into Skyrim. You've got your favorite mods. Enai's mods are some of my favorites, but I knew that when I was going to switch over to Simon's, I was going to have to go in fully, meaning use all of his mods, which I am, and I did for Jin's play, and I'm doing it for this one. It's a completely different experience, and you do have to get used to it. We're going to invest in Block. Block is... it's a major, but it's not. Because his ranged is archery. So I have a perk in marksman. Specifically,
This is Markov, traveler. Safest city
bound
to
bow.
reach.
for conjuration, obviously. And then we also have now this is the dire wolf. And he's an alpha wolf. And if you look closely, and you can probably see this, I have the Better Wolves mod, so you can see he's ethereal, but you can also see the fur. And that's an unintended side effect, but I actually kind of like it. And if you go into conjuration, you can see summon spectral direwolf. So, you know, he's eventually going to learn to, quote, I'm doing air quotes here, summon, I'm going to say construct, the dwarven automatons, basically starting with the spider. And I know with the mysticism mod, Simon has on the description page that some of these spells are hand placed or they're only in the hands of certain vendors. In particular, like the Ash spells, you can really only get from like Talvis. I believe some of the Dwemer ones too. Enthyr, surprisingly, has some unique spells in his inventory, or he'll randomly have them. Or there has to be a certain condition that's met to have Enthyr over at the college have them. And some are just hand placed out in the world, some are based on quests, some are based on conditions. The dwarven constructs are one, so you have the spider, the sphere, and the colossus. Eventually, which you'll all take on. I have a special, well, I can't say special follower. I have a unique follower. We'll eventually run into, but that's foreshadowing. I don't want to get too far into that. Emerald's here for help now. For now, she's actually kind of powerful. So yeah, let's oh, we should probably put this away. And we're in our town clothes too, so let's all behave while we're here in Markarth. What time is it? We're not hungry. It's almost 9 p.m. Let's put our light on. We'll go in and see what's inside Markarth. I hope you guys are doing well. I know that was kind of a long intro, but I feel like for those that haven't been in some of the test streams, I'd like you to see who we're... Oh shit. Who?
Never should have come
Uh-oh.
here.
This guy. Hey! And I got a bounty. He's dead. Alright. Well, he's got bread. And wine. I think I hit a guard. Hey! Hey. Alright. Caught me. Yeah, I'll pay my bounty.
Smart man.
We're also not stealing.
Now
I
come
didn't mean to
along
hit the
with
guard. That's just
We'll
shoot.
take any stolen
Happenstance.
goods and you'll be free to go.
Oh, good.
But
I
you
don't
pay
have
the
any stolen
fine,
goods.
Of course.
Yeah, fine. Okay. Ah, jeez, what a way. Well, where's Emerald? She'll catch up with me. There she is. So, Markarth, huh? So he's done enough research to know of Kelsumo. Obviously, this being his first time in Markarth, quite impressed with the city. Smelter. Let's see what time it is again. All right, 9 p.m. We should probably get a room. Is there anything? Empty. How about these? Empty. 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 That's okay. So who was that guy? And who is this lady? She had a key on her. Nothing, huh?
Did you see that, madman? A forsworn agent. Here
Yeah.
in the city.
Who was he? Who are the Forsworn?
Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords
There's
that
that
rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. This has
God.
ruined my
Woman
entire...
attacked right on the streets. Are you all right? Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I heard him shouting about the Forsworn though, but that was it.
The Forsworn?
Yep.
Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important.
Is this your note?
My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket.
Alright, so what do you know about the attack?
No. I was just getting some fresh air. I had
Nothing,
one too
huh?
many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn.
Oh, that'll do it.
I'd better get going.
Speak of the end. Sure you don't know anything?
Need to get going. What is it?
Nothing, huh?
Until next time.
Also switched over to combat gameplay overhaul,
Do you have anything exotic? Something
360
no other
movement,
woman would
and
be wearing?
Nemesis. So if it looks odd, that's why. I like it. I was gonna do it for Jin's play, but I'd already had 4s set up,
Come on in.
so
The Silver Blood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
awesome. And also has plenty of people.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
Ah,
If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can.
one of those relationships, huh? Yeah, I just need a room for the night.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Well, whole day works as well. And can you refill my water for me?
Of course.
See, they took all my gold. I didn't have much gold coming here in the first place, but, you know. And what about food?
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Yes,
There's
let's.
no better way to face the
Ah,
dark
bread and
side of
butter.
the night than with a
Let's
belly
take
full of
that.
ale.
He has garlic. We'll take the garlic and... Ooh. We'll take 3 salts. Slaughterfish. Leg of goat roast. And a couple green apples. We should be good. Alright.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
This way.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day.
Fair enough.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Whoa. Okay. Just some privacy. Thank you. So what do you think, Emerald? Good place to start? She doesn't say much, does she? Oh. We're not that tired. We did sleep in the cart right on the way over. Quick snack. Bread and butter. Get some water. We'll get some sleep. Right. Probably don't need the light. Anything for breakfast? We'll see if we can cook something here. I think he had a cooking spit, but I'm not sure. Couple apples. Some water. Still is kind of dark in here.
Why can't the men in this city leave me alone?
Oh, that noise with the Dwemer doors. Alright, who's pushing me? Don't know.
Oh my. It isn't often that I'm allowed to lay my eyes upon such a handsome specimen.
Well, of course.
Oh, did you need something?
No. Do we have anything to offload? do believe I picked up. So we have a dwarven bow. We're going to keep this for now. This is kind of my backup. And a couple dwarven arrows. Hold on, just in case. Necklace of the Minor Knight. We did find this in Kigrenzel on the way out. So I have 2 plain old leather pouches for the side. The big thing is my mage backpack. So I wanted to keep this one as plain as I could. Took the black and tan. Obviously the conjuration flag is on there because it's the only school. But you'll notice we're going to be hauling a lot of Dwemer stuff and things that we mine. It's going to get kind of heavy. I was going to choose the 150 option, but I decided that might be too much, and I knew I could make the side pouches. Where is it? Mage backpack. So we stuck with that. It's got the plain pouches on the side as well. It's the dark variant. And it's very fitting, I thought. So, let's, I can never turn it around the right way. And other than that, we have steel right now. I don't believe I have anything else for sale. I'm going to start finding, you're going to notice I'll find things like these fossilized things. This is for the Legacy add-on. I do have that installed. Ingots, leather strips, soul gems, which really aren't a issue. Some silver. I broke this down from silver greatswords. And I have stashed, well, you'll see it soon enough.
You don't know anything about this house? No. Anyone seen entering or leaving? Strange lights or unusual noises?
What's that?
It's abandoned.
Treasury
And it's always been abandoned.
So this is the keep. It's very well constructed. We sort of got to see the rest of the town. Let's take another look over this side again. I think I saw a smith, but there was nobody there. It was nighttime. Here, forge. Could use it. By chance and staffs, eh? Earrings. Interesting. Nothing I really need to craft at this moment. Would like to talk to the smith, although I don't think she's here. What time is it? Yeah, almost 8:30 in the morning. Use the rack. We're good. Let's get to the task at hand. Ah! There they are. Well, we may as well catch them while they're here. Come on, Emerald. You know, I heard of this house Carl that used to follow too close to people. Some say she was shouted off the top of a mountain.
Tacitus, what is this?
A nail?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. I just, well, the forge gets so hot, and I thought...
You thought what? You would skip a step? Not keep
She's
the
down
metal
there
all
running
the
on
way
the
through?
steps.
Jesus. Now do it again.
Oh, boy.
I'm Gore's assistant. I help her with the forge.
Doesn't sound like it. You okay? Getting some exercise in or what? Hey. Alright, so you're obviously...
Need a new blade?
You could train me. Out of curiosity, what's wrong with your apprentice?
Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akros, could you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example.
Yeah, it seems it. Yeah, I'll find one if I'll bring one to you if I find it. Yeah.
Thanks.
And, you could train me, huh? Let's see, I don't have much in the way of money.
It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can.
Anything you can teach me would be great. I could buy one level of training. Actually, let's see what I can sell to. I don't think I have anything to sell to
Finest weapons and armor.
at all. Everything I need. I need my pickaxe, my woodcutter's axe, and this is all my heavy gear. Yeah. Silver. We'll keep one. Still, it's one level of training. Let's see what does she have any? She has some dwarven arrows, though. She's got some. Well, we're not gonna need the ingots. I'll take the lockpick, though. Okay.
Until next time.
Until next time. Let's go, Emerald. Calcelmo. It's quite beautiful here with the mist. Yep, Lydia. Glad you got that reference, Loki. Oh boy, look at this place. Ancient architecture. I need to turn my light on.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done.
None of my business. It's, I hear hammering in here, too. Wow. Emerald, look at this place. More spacious than home. Constructs, look at that. My people, but they're not my people. Don't want to steal it.
I'm the Jarl's personal blacksmith, but that doesn't mean I can't sell you a few pieces for a fair price.
So what kind of weapons do you forge?
Anything. Served in the Legion with my sister Gorza for over 10 years. We've seen
Yeah, more
every
spacious
piece
than
you
home,
can
but not by
imagine.
much. Hey, Strudel.
Have you met her? She runs the forge near the smelter. Just don't bother talking to her, apprentice. Boy has no talent.
Yeah, I've already met them. So, well, I may as well take a look and see what you've got.
Looking to project yourself or deal some damage?
Window shopping, I guess. He's got a mace. Maces aren't really our thing. However, to show the new textures for the dwarven weapons in particular, wait until you see the axe and the sword. Yeah. I love them. I think they're amazing. So he has some dwarven too. Silver, corundum. Steel, that was the other thing we were looking for. We were looking for steel, okay. Alright, we'll take a look around, come on. Maybe living quarters. What's over here? Dalmor. Like I said, not my people. I do like the armor textures on that though. Absolutely gorgeous.
I have to work, or Anton will rip my head off.
That doesn't sound very good.
Have you come to taste my potions and ingredients?
I prefer to stay away from those types of things.
Before you say anything, no, I am not from the Reach.
Oh, you're not from the Reach.
No, I'm a Breton from High Rock, and I refuse to be mistaken for a filthy native. I don't care if we share the same ancestors. These people are savages. Half of them are forsworn barbarians.
There's that
And
word
have you
again,
seen
forsworn,
what they
huh?
eat? What have I done for the gods to take me so far from my beloved Daggerfall?
Alright, Loki, I'll be here. Daggerfall then, huh?
Yes, the finest court in all of High Rock. You think politics here or something? Well, we Bretons invented politics. That is where I learned to cook, and where I belong. Not here with all these dogs.
Huh.
Until next time.
I guess I will, common taste. By the gourmet. Recipes. Okay.
Don't mind the dogs. They get anxious when they haven't had dinner.
Ah, that's fine. Do you, am I able to use that?
Be careful.
Yeah, I guess so. Or she just wants to stand on it, that's fine too. What were we making? Tomato soup. Sure. Potato soup. Grilled chicken. And that's all we can make. Okay. So a little less raw. Lowers my weight down, that's fine.
I have meals to cook for the entire
Let's
castle. Almost no help.
let's go speak to the Jarl.
You?
Ooh.
Who are you to approach the Jarl of Markarth?
Yeah, just a traveler.
Very well. You may approach the mournful throne, but watch your words.
Fair enough.
Keep your eyes open for force.
Take my hood off. And, backpack. So yeah, so that's, I mean, that's what he looks like too. We're using the quick light mod as a lantern, not as a spell. And you wouldn't think, you know, once he's in heavy armor and you see it, it's gonna look very different seeing an Altmer fighting as a warrior. At least to me anyway, I don't really see that very often.
You speak to Igman, son of Orofdir, Jarl of Markarth.
So do you know there was an attack in your marketplace?
My guards told me. Poor Margaret. And witnesses report that the attacker was shouting some nonsense about being a Forsworn. I want to make things clear. Markarth has its troubles, but there are no Forsworn in this city. They are only a threat in the hills and along the roads where they live. Everywhere else, we are in control.
Okay. out of curiosity, do you have any particular work? As I am in need of coin for my research. There's not much of it to go around.
Are you a sellsword?
Not exactly.
I don't like your kind. No honor, no loyalty, unreliable. But I can't turn away a potential ally in these times.
Definitely not.
Let's see if you're better than a common mercenary. My scouts have tracked down one of the Forsworn leaders, hiding out in their blood-soaked camps. Deal with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
We will see.
Okay. And how's the war been for Markarth?
It all started here. This rebellion.
So
When the
I've heard.
Empire lost the Reach during the Great War, we became desperate. We promised a group of Nord militia free worship in exchange for their help retaking the war. Then the elves found out about it. We were forced to arrest all of them. Ulfric Stormcloak, their leader, used the whole thing as proof that the Empire had abandoned Skyrim. The rebels called it the Markarth Incident. It was the founding day for the Stormcloaks, and where this war really started.
So why did you arrest the Nord militia then?
The White Gold Concordant, our treaty with the elves after the Great War, forbids free worship of Talos. But that's what we promised Ulfric and his men. It seems foolish looking back, but at the time we were hoping the elves wouldn't find out. So when they did find out, it was either we arrest Ulfric and the militia, or enter into yet another war with the Aldmeri Dominion. The choice was clear, and now Ulfric threatens the thinly veiled peace we sacrificed so much for.
The Empire lost the Reach before. How'd that happen?
When the Aldmeri Dominion invaded the Imperial City, the Legion all but turned a blind eye to the other provinces. Many of the disgruntled natives of the Reach used the opportunity to depose the Empire and founded what they called an independent kingdom. It was little more than a chaotic uprising, but the Reach was removed from Imperial authority for 2 years before we reclaimed it. But the leaders of the uprising refused our offers of peace. They fled into
Mike?
the hills.
Welcome.
And became the Forsworn.
Ah, the Forsworn.
I want no mercy for those Forsworn. Understand?
Yep, understood. Let's go, Emerald. Alright. So we met a smith, we met the chef, we met the Jarl. You were having words with that priest when I entered.
You there. You another Imperial puppet? Answer me.
Yeah, exactly what are you talking about?
There's a war on and you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking
The
about.
Empire is destroying everything Skyrim stands for. Jarl Igmund can refuse to see me all he wants. Silverblood family will be heard. Stay out of trouble in my city.
Your city. Good to know. It's proven quite a challenge.
Port.
Oh,
The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court
Dwemer
wizard's
Museum.
permission.
yeah,
It means Dwarven Museum.
I heard you.
Lost race of people that built the city. You want to know more? Ask Calcimo. He's usually in front of the ruins, just down the tunnel.
Exactly what I was looking for. There we go. They need to clean this place up a bit here. Oh, wow. Well, assuming that's not him. Emerald, you'd probably agree. So we have our choice of two. And, wow, they've got items on display. Kind of cluttered. Books, Dwarves, Volume 2. Can't take this one. So he wrote this, huh? So which one are you? Let's see. Let's try you first.
I have things to study. What is it? What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards.
So I was looking for you, actually.
I told you I'm not hiring any more guards.
I'm not a
Why
guard.
do you people always bother me when I'm trying to finish my research? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you?
The guard said you own the Dwemer Museum.
Correct. It's a private place where I can catalog my research. Occasionally, the Jarl will come in and have questions, but that's thankfully rare. I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in the Chuanzel. My workers call her Nimi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer Museum. What do you say?
Oh, that spider is as good as dead.
Enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
Good. Here's the key to the dig site.
So this probably seems moot to ask him, obviously, but I have to. You're researching the Dwemer?
Yes. Their history and culture is all around us in Markarth. A race of stonecutters, artisans, and engineers.
I can tell.
They invented machines and built elaborate underground cities where they researched powers to rival the gods themselves. And then, at a time we're still not sure when, they disappeared. The whole people, all at once, leaving behind only their works.
So, tell me what you need guards for.
To protect my research, for one.
Makes sense,
There are more cutthroat scholars out there who would steal my findings if they got the chance. And the excavations into the Chuanzel are dangerous.
Not a cutthroat by any
Dwemer
means.
machines and traps still function, even after thousands of years.
Oh, that's excellent. Excellent. Curiosity, what do you have for sale?
Spells and incantations for those with a
Spells I
talent to
really
cast
can't make use of, but well, we'll take a look and see. Books. I should buy these. I don't have much gold though, that's the problem. And probably not gonna need this. Necklace of Wealth. I forgot I had that. Ooh. That's right. Yeah, and I have to learn Candlelight we are going to make use of. Speaking of which, let me do that now. Before I forget, because I forgot before.
What?
Okay. So let's put that on the favorites.
Oh.
And what do we got? 1 for the sword, 2 for the shield, 3 for my wolf, 4 for the bound bow, 5 for healing. Candlelight will be 6, I believe. Yeah. 6. And our patron deity is Xerxes. I forgot to mention that earlier. It seemed appropriate, although it says it favors Bretons, but it is a default for the High Elf race as well. I think a couple others have it as well. So every time I read a skill book, I should technically gain 2 levels. Although I'm going to gain experience simply by reading any book. So I don't know if that's 100% going to apply. It just made sense from a roleplay standpoint. The other one, and we went back and forth the other day in a test stream with obviously Oriel as the patron. Also made perfect sense, for a high elf. But I like Xerxes. I've used Xerxes before with several Breton plays. I'm familiar with how it works. I just figured I would explain that.
Right.
So what's F5? And
I'm Calselmo's nephew.
Nephew.
I help him around the laboratory. Don't let my uncle go on about his theories. He'll be here all night.
Oh, I could probably sit here and talk to him all night. Alright, let's put that backpack back on. We're probably going to need it. Where are you? I'm curious. Let me see if I can disenchant. I have this ring I don't need.
To study. What is it?
Oh, nothing. Just curious if I can use this. Yep, Necklace of Wealth. We can win the Philosopher's Stone. Very sweet. Cool. What else do you have here? Volume 1. The Lost Race of Tamriel. Architecture Design by Calcimo. Let's see how long this is. So let me begin by correcting a common misconception. The proper term to use when referencing the ancient lost race of Tamriel is Dwemer. It's a word whose meaning is roughly translated to people of the deep in the common tongue, and whose use has been widely replaced by the more ubiquitous nomenclature, dwarves. I would like stated that I use the name dwarves in lieu of the more accurate term in these books out of sympathy for my readership, whom I can safely assume does not have the breadth of scholarship that 200 years of study has given me. With that small point finished, let me begin our discussion on the dwarves by focusing on the indisputable artifacts they have left behind, their architectural and cultural designs. Unlike the more controversial areas of dwarven scholarship, the construction of dwarven cities and relics are well founded due to the plethora of samples taken from ruins these people have left behind. My own home city, Markarth, was originally one such ruin, and I can state from first-hand experience that all dwarven designs share a set of common principles that we can use to determine true artifacts from fakes and delineate patterns and methodologies that were important to their craftsmen. First of all, we can say for certain that dwarven artisans favored stone, at least as far as their buildings were concerned. This is no surprise. With notable exceptions, the vast majority of dwarven architecture is found underground or carved out of mountains. It is possible, although only theoretically, that the dwarves first mastered masonry as a race quite early, and later examples of metalwork were added onto much earlier stone designs as the dwarves began to master more complex tools. Regardless, the foundation of all known dwarven ruins is built on stonework, and the structure of dwarven stonework is sharp, angular, and intensely mathematical in nature. By a simple count, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of samples of dwarven buildings made of precise square shapes, and far fewer examples of discretely rounded or curved stonework, leading us to believe that the early dwarves favored trusted, well-calculated designs based on angled lines rather than riskier, more imprecise calculations based on arcs and curves. This comparatively simple tradition of stone cutting has nevertheless resulted in buildings that are as structurally sound today as they were thousands of years ago, making the works of our most skilled masons today seem like child's play in comparison. Metalwork, as far as we know, is the primary method used to make almost all dwarven crafts. We cannot, however, discount more easily destructible materials such as clay, paper, and glass from outside the scope of dwarven craftsmanship, but given the tendency of dwarven design to favor the long-lasting over the fragile, we can safely assume that at the very least metal was a heavy preference, and the metal used in also far discovered dwarven relics is entirely unique to their culture. No other race has replicated whatever process was used to create dwarven metal, although it can easily be mistaken for bronze, and in fact many forgers of dwarven materials use bronze to create their fake replicas. It is most definitely a distinct type of metal of its own. I've personally seen metallurgists attempt to combine several different types of steel and common and rare ores in order to imitate dwarven metal's exclusive properties. But the only method that has been successful is to melt down existing dwarven metallic scraps and start over from there. Did you catch all that, Emerald? I probably bored you, didn't I? I bet I did. Chewing cell. Well. Let's gear up. We're ready. And yes, he's wearing steel and he's kind of goofy looking in the helmet, but you know. And is that? I hear it. Hold on. There it is. I thought I heard one. Very nice. And that would be the third sky shard I've actually discovered. I found 2 in East March already, and this is the first one to reach. So every 3 you discover, you gain a perk, and that's going to help us with leveling, since I don't have any other mods that add in additional perk points. I can't take anything in archery. I could place one in one-handed. I could also... Well, we're almost at 20 for heavy armor. Smithing I could. I could take apprentice. So we maybe... And of course enchanting's the other one we're focusing on. Conjuration, we've already got several. Dark Devotee is for my conjurations to last longer. And of course with my bound bow, Mystic Binding, so we've taken it for the extra damage. Nothing else yet. Let's just hold on to it for now. Alright. So he said the dig site, huh? So use that key. What's up, Tim? Welcome. Alright. So let's see. Dwarven pot. Wow. Okay. Some large. We're looking for the smaller scraps. We can take stuff like the bowls. We could actually melt these down. I have a mod that allows you to melt down some of the other ones. Like you'll notice, like the large strut weighs 36, while the solid metal weighs 30. The decorative strut weighs 42. And they're all things you can normally melt down, but now we can melt down like the gyro, the metal plate, the bent scrap metal you can always melt down, but you can melt down the cogs and the levers and stuff like that too, so they're actually going to come in handy. Scrap you can melt down. Mention of the ancestor. I don't think so.
It's thousands of years old. Who knows what we might find?
This is true. Alright, well let's leave that. We don't want to be picking absolutely everything up, although... I guess it wouldn't really be that bad if we did. And you're gonna see me do this coming in and out of sneak a lot. I have to get used to the mechanic. Apologizing now. It's gonna happen. So let's just be careful here. Go into first person. And yes, I know the first person role is I always use Blackbriar meat. And a leak. Can I ooh, and I lost the scrap. And I hear scratching. There's ore. Okay. But we need iron. You'll also notice, aside from like the gems I'll be mining, you'll see fossils appear. Different odd... I hear that again. Do you hear that? It's... Okay. Go on. Go play. Come on. Okay. Now before we were interrupted, what do we have here? Let's see, Emerald. Another cog. Another gyro. Looks like a bed that got destroyed. Don't know what I would need one of them for. Or iron. He might even pay us for some of this excavation too, you never know. Watch out, I might whack you in the head. I'll have to build you back again. You don't seem to care, do you? Alright, well, let's see, let me offload some things onto you. Give you all the, scrap. You can have my other stuff too. That. Silver, steel. Should be good. Okay. Alright. Let's go, buddy. There's probably more of them. Since, oh yeah, there's a bunch.
I'm sorry, but you left me with no choice.
Oh? Fair enough. So what do we have? Iron here. Iron here. Well, we're gonna need the iron. The arm's flailing. Danger Will Robinson. Nice. Alright, we don't need to mine every single, but I saw something else. What else did I see down here? Let me turn my light back on. Oh, that really doesn't help with the cobwebs. Aside from venom. It's a large plate. There we go. Corundum. Another rare. Or copper, I guess. What's up, Mel? Mel's awake early. Unless she didn't go to sleep. I didn't take any. Oh, that's another thing I'm doing. I'm not taking any, anything alchemy related. Ugh. Alright, so. Let's save right here because spider. Of course I'm hungry because of course I am. How about you get out of the way, shovel? Well, if it's not a spider den. Ooh, that's a big one. Get him. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's dead. That's that poison working on me. Jeez. Alright. Damn venom. They are strong. What is this? Huh. Might actually take one of them for the home. Note from Malthus. Salonia, we've been saddled with some researchers who can't go 4 steps without examining something, and they fight about as well as you'd think, probably worse. Stromelis has some magical competence, but none of them can swing a sword. Urgent Crags seem up to something, so we'll have to keep an eye on them. but Staubin assures me they're trustworthy. Altheus. So is this where he was? Alright, well, if the weapons aren't working, I could probably use fire. We better go. Oh, we at least better tell him that the spiders have been exterminated, filthy things. As much as I'd like to get into that museum, I would much rather check out the dig site. Probably take these as well, now that I can. Check the barrels. Oh yeah, we're in a Understone Keep now. Should probably be a little more presentable. There we go. That's better.
You're here to see the yard. No sudden moves. Understand?
Surprisingly not.
I'm Calcelmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory.
Then I have no business with you.
I have things to study. What is it?
Well?
The artifacts I've discovered in the Schuenzell will make history one day.
I hope so. I killed Nimmy.
You have my gratitude. That spider had been interfering with my excavations for months. As promised, here's the key to the Dwemer Museum. Mind the displays. Some of them are quite fragile.
I also found this expedition journal, and there's somebody there that's expired.
Oh, really? This looks like someone from Staubin's little group. A brave scholar, but not very wise. If you find Staubin, it would be good to see any notes he may have collected. I doubt you'll find him alive, though.
Ah. And, I think we have enough water. We're good.
I bid you safe travels.
Oh. Excellent. Excellent. Little thirsty, but, yeah, we got 4 more of them. Well, this will be fun. Now that we've been in here. What time of day is it? It is almost 6 p.m. That's fine. Alright, Emerald, let's go. What's my weight at? 381. We can... Yeah, we can take that. I guess you're sworn to carry my burdens. And if I say that again, somebody please shoot me. Oh yeah. This is what we've been after. And let's definitely prepare for this. Alright. So we don't know what's going to be down here. Sort out. And a little F5. Bring him out anyway. Ooh, and that's the
Someone there.
Oh boy. Yep. Oh, they're invisible. Got one. There's one, there's more. this. Do you see any more? I don't trust it. I see blood. Huh. That's exactly what I thought. Just like a Grenzel. These bastards go invisible, huh? All of them. Well.
What was that?
Oh, there he is. Let's get him. Off you go. Do I have any poison? I bet I can poison them, right? Frostbite venom's about as good as we have.
Did you hear something?
Do you see it? Oh, I hear arrows. Oh, wow. Gonna get close enough, huh? Oh, boy. We definitely need this. What's my armor rating up to? 181. Alright. Ah, there's one right by me. Son of a bitch. Sorry. Get him. And they carry poisons on them, so that's somewhat useful. Alright, Emerald, I got you. Give me a hand. Did you get him? Good job. Alright. Quarters, in we go. Hey, Mr. B. What's going on? The Twemmer luggage. Yeah. Well... Can I afford another 42 weight? No, I don't think so. We'll have to see. We'll see what we pick up. Now that we got to worry about every single foamer being invisible, that's going to be fun.
You're as good as dead.
Oh, get him, Emerald. See, when I block, they still...
But you left me with no choice.
Damn. I know. Got some strong poisons on them, I'll give them that. Still working. We're at this one go down? Corner here. Nope. Nothing. Any room for another solid? Stop picking up pieces of scrap. Get him in there. Oh yeah. Oh, you got it. Sons of bitches, aren't they? Oh, there's more. Is that all? Am I over, no. I'm overburdened. Oh, it's because I'm trying to hold them. Alright, there we go. Yeah, let's bring a Falmer home with you, Day. Bastards. Take the poisons. Oh, jeez. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. That jump, what's in here? Interesting. Oh, I see it. Got him? Nice. Poison. More of that venom, and we got a level up. Beautiful. Let's go stamina. Awesome. I'm honestly thinking one-handed. More damage. Cool. Any others? We got a chest. Money. Lever. Gear. I think we have one of everything. Okay. Emerald, what else can you carry for me? Because I'm starting to awesome. Beautiful. Okay. I think we're pretty good. Gyros, I'm definitely going to study these. Alright. So let's see here. Cups. Cog. So we're going to have so much dwarven stuff, we're not gonna know. Ooh, look at that. Shield. Yes.
Huh?
Plate. Cog. Gear. Take all the cogs. As many as we can find. What else do they leave behind? Bent scrap. Yeah, we can take some more of that. So let's look at that shield, see if it's any better than mine. 35. 36. Yes, it is. You know what that means. You go on 2. And then you go here. So now, when I swap gear, go. Beautiful. And it's not even smithed yet. But it will be. Alright, we were. Come on, Emerald. So this one hit a dead end. And now we may as well take some more. Way up to 340. We have a lot of room. Ah. I'm curious. I thought so. It's F5. It's around here. Another gyro. Interesting place for a tree to grow. Huh? I've decided to remain behind with one of our guards and further document the living area we've stumbled across. I write this to the best of my ability, but due to the sudden disappearance of the Dwemer, it is almost impossible to say for certain what anything is. The tree. By the 9, I cannot determine the purpose of this tree. It appears to be from the area around Whiterun, but why and how it got here is beyond me. I think it may be a gift from the surface world, but based on the lavish surroundings, it could also be a display of power. I'll check the living areas nearby for any additional clues. Living areas. Upon further investigation of the area, it looks like this structure houses 2 clans or families. I could think of no other reason for this particular layout. Perhaps this group oversaw the particular portion of the city? I'll have to compare notes from the other areas we uncover as we uncover more of the city. Hopefully some of those will contain more in-depth clues. It appears a smaller wing collapsed on itself, and maybe when the expedition returns we could dig out an entrance. Falmer have begun to creep back into this area of the ruins. It's a good thing I'm not alone here. We've managed to block off some of the areas we suspect the Falmer were coming in through, but they're still getting to us somehow. Together, we're able to hold them back, but how long until Staben and the rest return? Interesting stuff. Don't think he'll be needing it. Saw. We have a cup, we have a dish. Gear. Nothing? Alright, you guys keep the lookout. Take the plate. Dwemer cloak. That is perfect. Left behind by an unknown Dwemer. Cloak maintains its ancient shine. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. That's mine. I mean ours, right? I know, maybe I'll find you one too. But I'm keeping this one. Dead Falmer. Shoulder pad. Take that. Oh, that looks fun. Nothing else. Do I want to know? I mean, dead. Watch out of the way, everyone. Come on. Let's just see what they have planned here. Oh, that's fun. It's a tickle device. kidding. I really am. Okay, come on. Let's go. So where else were they? The ruins there. We were in here, right? Yeah, we cleared this place out. Okay. So we apparently have to go back. Stop. Let's go down this way. No others? Go the wrong way. I always get lost in this place. Ah, I see more of them. Get him. That's a lore wizard. Ooh, ancient arrows. We can take those. You got another one? Got it. Wow. Oh, it's oh boy. She's down. That's not good. I'm gonna have to. Man, this guy's hurt. Alright, let's see if I can poison him. 7 for 5 seconds. Yeah. What a waste. I'm gonna have to poison all of them if I'm gonna have a chance to even survive this. You alright, Emerald? You're still down, huh? Where's that bastard again? Oh, they still poison me even if I block it. Gotcha. Oh! First official death. I don't really mind the poison so much as the fact that they are all invisible. That's the problem. That I don't like. Alright, what did... Okay. Which way do we go? Did I take your bandolier? Ah, wrong thing. It's okay. No poisons. No poisons. We took these. That was all that was in here. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. Went in there. Should have saved. Oh well. This way. Now let's save. This one's a lore master and a wizard. There's more of these bastards. Look at that, invisible. Oh! Get them all. I'll give you some backup, 'cause I need to heal. Damn. Extra magic. Come on. Did you guys get them all? There's gonna be more. Let's save. Whew. Let's get a war axe. Poison. War master. Yeah, he's the one that had all the good stuff. Lockpicking is really not our forte. Damn. Got it. Oh, true shot, nice. Oh, sweet, we'll take all that. Gyro. Oh man, wait, 366. Helmet! It's in the satchel. Where's gear? Oh, we have a helmet. Damn, these things are ugly. There's another one. May as well take the arrows too. We could probably study these. Do any of these have arrows? I don't think so. We got the 20 ancient from the War Master. Okay. Wow, there are large plates everywhere. Alright, boy, get in there.
What was that?
I also see that. Not even, he's just clawing at you. Good job. More of those ancient arrows. Fulmer, wow. We're making room for that. Chronomore, Septums, he's got vampire dust. We'll take the dust. I know alchemists can use that. Septums, you okay, Emerald? She's got a lot of health. What is in here? Nothing, huh? Okay. Gyro. Hope to figure out what they do. Guess you want to stay there. These are the tough ones. bunch of metal in here. Treasure trove. Alright. Chest. Large strut. Have one. Small plate, we'll take that. Man. Come on. Nothing else? Save. Alright. Back into the chewing cell we go. And, Shield of Waning Frost card. Nice. Problem here. Let's turn this light off first. I wonder. There was one there before. These things are invisible, but they can hear. So we were up there. What over here? No? How do you feel about a swim? Armory. Oh, I can see you. You're not fooling anybody. Oh crap. You can't see me though. Alright, if I stand still. Well, that'll help. I guess Emerald didn't make the swim. What over there? Alright, we got two. Take your arrows. Your arrows. It's times like this that I could really use her. And she didn't follow me in. That's great. Anything around here? No. Sucks, I'm gonna need her to carry things for me. There you go. Oh boy. Looks like another mage. Get him. Skulker. Alright. So we have an up and a down, huh? Ooh, and that's a trap. Don't step on that, please. That's a trap. Oh, there you are. Nice of you to join me. Here. Hold some stuff. It's for research. All of it's for research. Yep, there we go. It's all for research. Don't step on the trap again. Thank you. Let's go up this way. You stepped on the trap, didn't you? Do you enjoy burning yourself? Alright. What's in the gates here? Christ of praise. Sure. Do we have enough scrap? I think we have enough scrap. We'll take it anyway. Tons of barrels. And, I don't trust Falmer that get their heads apparently stuck in the, ground. Sorry. That seemed like a better idea. Okay. What do you think, Emerald? Can we lug some of these back to the home? Expert, huh? Not a good sign. T-post in the ground. Yeah. He was doing something dastardly before he T-posed in the ground. Come on. There we go. Lockpick increased. Let's see. What's F5? Because I don't remember the last time I did that. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, thank you. We'll take you too. What I didn't find... Oh. Urge's journal. How foolish to move through this place so quickly. It's taken me only a few hours to crack the back gate. Maybe I'll donate a cup or two. But Crag says he knows some private buyers who will pay handsomely for a working trinket. There has to be one in here. The side doors are all locked, but this chest should have one or two things of value. When I get out, I'm going to buy myself a castle. Well, doesn't seem like it. Tattered. You, want to throw the big guy on your back there, Emerald? We can leave the other ones here. You, An iron club. Oh boy, I thought so. I got you.
I'm sorry.
Got him.
But you left me with no choice.
See more? Brother Falmer. Alright. But we knew it was a matter of time. Just take all that. How about this one here? Bolts. Yeah, it's got soul gems. Alright. Another expert. This is really trying my patience. Conjured Dwarven Spider. Oh, he's expensive. He's an adept spell. We can make room. That's the one I was looking for. Let's put him on 3 anyway. So let's see here. Now we're gonna go with as constructing these guys. Oh, that's so badass. What's F5? Oh yeah. What a haul we got here. This is beautiful. Did I even eat? We didn't even stop. I mean, yeah, we didn't stop to eat. And by we, I mean me. Bread and butter. And chicken breast. And this calls for some mead, I think. What do you think? Do you like mead, Emerald? I forgot to ask you. And you, little guy, huh? How long do we have with you? Another minute 16. Okay. Any of your other buddies gonna jump out? We can go down there. May as well. I think everything up here we unlocked, right? Yep, wet in there, wet in there. Ooh. We threw him down here. Another gate. Sometimes these add-up blocks are worse than the expert ones. Nope, we got it. That's okay. Alright. What did you hit? Or was that the other guy disappearing? Let's test this theory. So when they disappear, do they explode? And they deal damage. Okay, that's great. That's yeah. Yeah, we were already in here. Okay. And yep, take these. Oh, over cucumbered. Let's just let's play it safe. Let's just drop it. I don't want to risk giving her too much. So how many did we find? We have to recover Crag and Stobbins. We have Strom and Urges. So let's go back out. Yeah, I need a couple more perks into Conjuration. Alright, Emerald, you are gonna have to follow me. I know you don't like getting wet, and that's fine. Let's go this way. It's fairly clear. Did we just go in a big circle? I think we did. Oh, no, we didn't. But we were here. Okay. Over this side. Okay. Oh, no. No, we didn't. Passage. Oh. Oh, cool. I have the key to this room. I hope this whole place isn't underwater. Oh, Jesus. We're gonna need some severe shock resistance with these little guys. They're definitely cool though. Oh wow. F5. Well, sure, that looks friendly. Because of course it does. Yeah, somebody's there. An asshole. There's probably more of them. I don't understand how they can poison her, but who am I to ask, right? Let's make sure we poison them. Oh wow, giant slaughterfish. So yeah, of course I have to, oh no. Let's get up here, get up here, get up here, get up here, get up here. Okay. I have no idea where I am. There's Emerald. Emerald out of the way. I don't feel like getting nipped at anymore. Thank you. Can you get out is the question. And you need our little buddy. I'll send him in. Oh, there's more of them. Alright, let's see what I can do. Not doing much, I don't think.
Enjoy your last breath. You won't get away.
It's light in my way. I know I see them, but where are they?
Your last breath.
Yeah, they're on the other side. Alright, let's leave them alone. Emerald, leave him alone. Let's go this way first. Somebody's here. Unless that's still the slaughterfish. Oh, that's... That's not my little guy. Oh wow. Okay. Not my guy. Oh jeez. That's not a good sign. But if they want to fight, you can fight somebody who looks like them. Fight me. Come on. Really wish he was in here right now. You get him? I don't trust it. She's still dealing with those freaking slaughter. Dynamo core. You are ugly. Spoil. Alright. How much space do I have left? This weighs 3. Nope. You know what? Let's try this. I wonder if this will work with her. Nope. Oh, there she is. Hey, Emerald. Got some more burdens. Thank you. You're tough. You can take it. You know, and leave those slaughterfish alone. Damn. Come on. Fucker. Yeah, I'm in the I was in the water. Found the new tunnel. Circlet. Steel, huh? We have enough steel. Okay, come on. So let's go further in. This is interesting. What the hell were they shooting? I don't like this. Just because I am very curious. Nothing. Oh. You're in the way. Whoa! Okay. So this must be...
You won't get away.
Okay. That's fine. So that's where the slaughterfish are. Nope. Alright. What is this place? Don't be playing with the slaughterfish. Love letter from the 5th era. Old Sotha below. 5th era. 9/11. Health. Soul progenitor house. Duly noted under the digital house. Whirling school prefect approved. Chronicle delivery. Soul jewel count. My name is Jubal Loon Sewell of House Sewell, whose name is known and heard throughout the Scathing Bay, and the 9 times 9 thrones. Our lord is High Alma Jarun of House Jarun, whose city is the first city of the New North, where all who went under from landfall settled and made peace with the worm. When we were not 81 separate peoples, but one, carrying the Tibrals on our back, together and cutting tunnels by the light and heat that all men wore, with equal dust in every mouth. Wow, mouthful. My family's name comes from the first child born and the Velothid Hakido Sul, and like him, we are salt merchants. Our crest is the tusk of the bat tiger. Our bloodline is registered by Coda. The digitals say we come from another star, but so many have forgotten. I have not, for my lineage granted me audience with memory, and I have spoken with the wheels of Lull. I have seen proof, as any who come up during landfall season, when the winds die down enough above, that all may make pilgrimage under the banner of Vec and Vec. The many above have renounced memory, they too remember. I tell you now, brothers and sisters of the coming forth, that the Holy Scripture of love contains all you need to avoid the perils of the landfall. By chronicles granted by the Nairs of Lull, this warning is given freely and by love. Sermon 35 begins properly. Wow, how long is this? Holy hell. Wow. Take... Are you still playing with that slaughterfish? She is. Do you need a friend? Yeah. Have a friend. Oh, there he is. So, I don't know if I'm even supposed... Wow, he's still in the way. Okay. Let's do this. Let's make a deep dive. We'll see how far down we can go. See what's at the bottom. Clams. Another chest. Is this something I did not loot? Barnacles. Yeah, slaughterfish. Me not catching my breath. Which way are we going? Back the other way. Okay. That would be this way. Let's get out of here. So this was... Took me to the nether... Well, I passed right through it. Hold on. Unless it's up above. Those damn slaughterfish are just gonna get in the way. Or, you know what else I have? I just remembered with me. So what do you want? A hot dog? It's gotta be down below. Okay. There's the damn slaughterfish. Alright, get off. So there's a hidden something or other down here, right? Because it looks like I'm right by it. Get some breath. Damn. I have one. I don't think I need it. Let's check again. This was the way I was going, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, jeez. That's the way out. I really want to kill these things so bad. Here. That's you little. Alright, so we're on the floor. So what am I missing? I'm missing something. It says Nether Market. Shit. Get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there. Come on, come on. You know what? Don't have time for it right now. Let's just get back. I know you keep saying that, Emerald, but not doing anything about it. It very well could be wind. So if it's up above, then I have no way of getting it. Okay. So let's get out of here. I know I'm doing the whole first person thing, it's just difficult. So we haven't gone up this way yet, okay. Alright, we'll be back, come on. Holy hell. Well, that was the last thing I wanted. Shit. You're kind of just gonna hang out, aren't you? It's F5. Hit me with what? You didn't have anything in your hand. Jesus. Invisible swords. Or axes. That'd be cool if there's a connection to the Jarl's quarters. Do I have any magic yet? No, I do not. Well, that blows. Alright, well we gotta take care of this guy anyways. Enjoy your venom. Oh, he's swiping. Or he's hitting me with something. I want block. Damn. Alright, Emerald. Get over here. I know. See another one? Leave the slaughterfish alone. Oh. You wanna come help out? Yeah. One more arrow now. Jeez. Man, their poison is potent. Come on. Oh. Terrible. That's terrible. Come on. You're gonna help me out now, right? He's over here somewhere. Oh, Jesus. Two of them. So they're all just kind of hanging around, waiting for me. I'm still dying, holy hell. Will that at least stop it a little bit? Thank you. Oh my god. I love how they go invisible. Gotta love it. Yeah, oh yeah, this is, if he's not gonna help, I mean, I don't know why he's not, I don't have any more magicka potions, so I'm kinda for time. Let's make sure I'm full health. Save. Bring her back. I don't know where you went to. So you're both just gonna kind of gonna hang out here while they shoot at me. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, now you decide to. Alright, awesome. Cool. If you do this, then we'll be able to take their arrows. You got another one? Alright. Now there's archers.
Enjoy your last breath.
How about this?
Is someone there?
Yeah, there's somebody here. Oh, there you go. Very nice. Beautiful. Take the arrows. Any more? There's one more. About... You want to get him? He's here somewhere. He's out.
Enjoy your last breath.
Where he's underneath this. Oh, that's not good. As I stand here and look. That oil. Although we need dwarven oil for crafting. So, yep, taking it. Jeez. Does he have a... Oh boy, that's not... Hey. You've got a lot of health. I don't have any vegetables. Well, this became interesting now, didn't it? Hey guys. Well, we gotta take care of this one again. Get him. Little bastard. Thank you. Alright. Alright, let me heal up.
You won't get away.
I know. Won't get away.
Enjoy your last breath.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to come all the way over here. Yep. Seems like the smart thing to do. For now. Until I realize that it's a dumb thing to do. It's not, oh, she's going down quick. That sucks. That could be me. This is probably a bad idea. He can make it in here, can't he? I got a sneak shot. Could I bring him here? Yes, I can. Go get him, Emerald. You gotta do something, huh? Maybe he'll trigger some of those traps himself. Oh boy. Oh no. Not a good idea. And I run. Now I'm gonna F5. Right in the middle, right? Because that makes sense. I don't know where she's at, but we can summon her. What was this again? Don't know, but I'm taking it. Okay. He has a ton of health. Can he see me from here? If I turn my light off, do you think he can see me? No, I'm getting sneak shots on him. Sweet. He's eventually going to notice me. Probably not a good idea to loot his chest either. Do you know what level I'm on? No, you don't. Maybe you do. Oh, sorry about that. Let's try it again. Alright, let's master this. So he can't see me, awesome. Got him. May have to play the sneak archer game for a while, because I'm taking one shot from him and I'm going down. Not in the good way. I'm out of stamina. Come on. Doesn't have much health left. This is gonna be good. Run. Get him, Emerald. I'm helping. I was helping. And now... that's fine. What level am I? I think 10. I'm 7. I'm level 7. Oh boy, I probably should have saved. That would have made sense, right? Let's turn the light back off. Let's go, Emerald. Alright, so what we did is we sneak archered them. So that's, you know, pretty much what you do with these badasses. The downside is I'm in heavy armor. Save it right here. It's a bad guy. Oh, you're still in down mode. Okay. Probably shouldn't have summoned you. And we're done.
No!
He's tough. Did I save? I was on the stairwell, right? So I'm not going to summon her because that's going to alert him. I think this is going to be the only way to... So I'm not going to be able to summon her. No, this... Well, I mean, you want me to try the spider? I'll try the spider. I just don't have any magic to cast my bow. That's a problem. Let's see what he's going to one-shot the spider. The spider's going to run away. So he's going to hang out over here and detect him. Or get me detected. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here. How about that? We'll summon Emerald. Why not? Let's have the whole everybody. Not summoning the spider again. Alright, we got the bow. She's down. Where's he at? The question is, can I make it across there without getting hit? That's good. Or is it? Here he comes. Sneak. That's so stupid. Oh, he sees me. That sucks. How about you tangle with the sexy robot? Or you could just stand there and let me pelt you. That works for me too. Alright. Oh, tell me he's down. Yes. F to the 5. Blake can go back on. Guardian, huh? What do you got? 2 amethyst, core, oil, and some arrows. Alright. Let's figure this out. What were you guarding? You had a sword. I grabbed that sword. It's a great sword. I have no use for this. Target takes 30 points of shock and half as much magicka. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, that's right. I might have use for it. Let's just get to the other side. Because I could have a shield and a greatsword at the same time. I forgot about that. Venom. Did he have a key or anything? I don't know. Let's try and get this anyway. From this side. She can two-hand, yeah, but I'm not gonna... Ooh, circle of mind. I wonder... Bound sword. Alright, let's see here. I should be able to wear this. Let's check it out. Nope, it took my helmet off. Alright. But it may work under my hood. That's not going to help me right now, though. Okay. That's fine. Is there anything else on this table? Alright. Just save it again since I don't feel like picking that lock. Oh! Hey, buddy.
Come on.
Yeah, we'll definitely make use of your venom. To left-hand mine. Interesting. Whoa. Okay. Really? Okay. Iron. Iron. Good to know. Okay.
I'm one of the miners. Plenty of ore to dig up around here.
Yeah, looks like it. So it's an iron mine. Okay, cool. Great. Stone. Who else is here? Willem.
It's amazing how much work goes into the little things, isn't it?
Be careful!
Sorry, I took your tip. Obscure passage requires key. Okay. Well, we know there's an obscure path thing, Emerald.
Honest gold for honest work, if you're ever interested.
Honest gold for honest work. Alright. Let's get out of here, because, 11:26 in the AM. And we're thirsty. I think we're outside the city. I think that's what that is. So there's a whole cavern and tunnel. So I don't know if they're from... Oh, yeah. Whew. What's my weight at? 441?
Poor Pavo and Gat, to have lived through a Forsworn attack.
Out of curiosity, Emerald, let me see your inventory. Just take all your stuff. I want to see how much of this I can melt down. That's fine. Ugh. Do the over cucumbered walk of shame. Alright, what do we got? Corundum. 2. Dwemer cup. I can make... Oh, so 1 Dwemer cup yields 2 dwarven metal. Good to know. Dwemer cogs. I think I need the cogs though. We have 15 gyros, so each gyro... Wow, each gyro is 4 ingots. Make 7 of them. Gears. I like to keep 3. Not my robes. The bowl makes 2. Small lever, I think I need one of them. Not my boots. Gyros. 8. Okay. So we have some iron. How about silver? That's my sword. Imperial light boots. I don't remember taking it, but let's take it so we have some steel. Cool. So there is some stuff I can't smelt down. Let's give it to... So she could take the... 45 ingots. Okay. We'll take that. Wow, I had a... Wow, that's a lot. So these other ones I can't smelt until I have the... appropriate dwarven perk. That's what that is. Let's have 5 and save. So let's go back into... wow, that's beautiful. And apparently my F12 does not want to take screenshots. I had the same issue with the same EMB the last time. Shift F12 doesn't open up the GUI, it's the N key, so it's a little bit different. Alright. Well, if anything, we could work on the armor. I still didn't find the other 2, but I think we'll do that. We'll have to go back into Nachuanzal. I'm curious if I can smelt this armor. I would love to be able to do that. So we have the robes on here. It'd be a little bit easier to get around. And a Dwemer cloak. Alright. So she's got all my ingots, I think. Pretty sure. Alright, Emerald, you're gonna have to give me a couple of them. I want 4. Well, 5 for the that sword that I have. So let's see here. The armor. Superior 49. Okay.
Do you have anything
Skills 51.
exotic?
Okay.
Something no other woman would.
About one more. Or 2 more. 2 more is fine. Yeah, for that bow. Sorry, Gorza. I need to get my grind on. Okay. May as well do that one as well. Awesome. F5. Alright. So, it's, without the perks, it's not as good as mine. If I swap, sorry, if I swap, F2. Alright. 3 less of the armor as a base, although it's only superior, it's not exquisite. 1 left of the boots, 1 left of the gauntlets, 5 left of the helmet. Or I'm sorry, 1 less of the helmet for this one. I didn't smith this one up. Plus 40 with the shield though, compared to my other shield. And then this is unfortunately going to go. We're going to have to smith our own. So my silver sword's still 20. I'm sure the dwarven sword's going to be a little bit better. Having a 19 damage dwarven bow as a backup isn't that bad. And then we could sell. I mean, that's expensive. She could train me, I could sell. I think that's a good idea. Where's that?
Need a new blade?
Well, let's
take a look.
See what you have first. I want to see how much money. 724, huh? Okay. I'm not going to use the bolts. Not the dagger. What are those? Falmer arrows. I can sell you this one. And I can sell you this shield. I found a second shield. Elven gauntlets don't need it. Alright, how about you train me a little bit in smithing?
It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can.
Like it. Must level up to train more. Okay. So you see how I have 0 of 5? Even though I have the cash for it, the way that it works is that you have to physically put in some extra skill before you can buy training. So
let me know.
So we're level 7. I'm gonna save it here, so save 51. I think that's a good start for the first episode. I don't want to go too long. Yeah, that's okay, Gina, but that's the whole point of this build. I mean, you can't tell me he doesn't look good in this. But the actual Dwarven, the actual Dwarven was wonky since 2011, so, I mean, all the races have been in it at some point. I'm just happy to see the different textures. What I'm really excited to see is the Amidian Born for the weapons being overwritten by what I have. And then, of course, I do have special extra Dwarven armor for later on. This is his starter gear, don't forget. We're going to be adding to this later on, and then, I mean, aside from, the bell bottom. Oh, well, they are kind of changed a little bit, but they just look a little wonky on them. But like I said, yeah, there's a special armor that's going to come later on. So, but we should go disenchant. But we'll do that either later on tonight or tomorrow at some point. But that's where it's going to end for today, guys. So thank you for joining me. Episode 1 in the books. And good start. We'll be staying in Markarth for a little while. I have to go back and tune to Chew and Zell. We got to find those other 2 journals and the other 2 lost from the expedition. We'll talk to Kelsomo. Probably do some disenchanting. I'll probably stay here and do some crafting, to be honest, because with experience and the uncapper, I can physically craft myself and gain smithing levels without over leveling my character, which is freaking fantastic. So it's perfect. Nothing better than the uncapper. And experience plays into that too. So, oh, you're welcome. He's a fun character. I like him, and I love that I'm swapping between the dwarven robed, and then it's gonna be fun to see them in the full dwarven. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. This is cool. I was tempted to make this mage robe heavy and just go with one set, but traditionally I wanted to keep him in traditional dwarven armor. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, maybe later tonight, depends. It's almost it's like quarter to 3 p.m. for me. So we'll see. Maybe you guys will get a notification. So thank you for joining me. That's all I got. Everybody enjoy your day, and I might see you later. Peace.